In 1923, Episode 7, Spencer and Alex continued their trip to Montana. The two narrowly escaped drowning at sea in the fifth episode after being struck by a ghost ship. Shortly after being saved, they got married on board a ship. The Duttons are keeping things as stable as they can back at the ranch as they wait for Spencer to come home. Banner is arrested for his crimes against the Duttons in the seventh episode, titled The Rule of 500, but his deal with Donald Whitfield just might be enough to save him. On the outskirts of Montana, Tiana continues her challenging trip home. In the first scene of the seventh episode, Jack Dutton bids Elizabeth farewell and departs with his uncle, Jacob Dutton. The Duttons are traveling to the town in an effort to capture Banner Creighton, the Scottish shepherd who attacked their family and killed John Dutton. Jacob assures Cara Dutton that he will survive the trip home. A Donald Whitfield informant in the community witnesses the Yellowstone Cowboys riding to the sheriff's office. Banner is currently taking use of the pleasures in the opulent home that Whitfield gifted to him. His celebrations are put on hold, though, when Sheriff McDowell shows up at his door. After learning that Banner is still alive and prepared to testify against the shepherd, Sheriff McDowell detains Banner for attacking the Duttons. Sheriff McDowell declares that Jacob was within his legal rights while doing so, notwithstanding Banner's allegations that Jacob killed his companions for trespassing and caused the conflict. Banner is so detained by the sheriff and is incarcerated. Whitfield is informed about Banner's arrest somewhere else by the source. While dealing with the prostitutes that Banner left behind at the residence, Whitfield sends his attorney to bail out Banner. Banner is asked not to communicate with anyone at the sheriff's office or in the cells, but the lawyer promises to take care of his legal problems. The Dutton women are waiting for the men to return at the log cabin. Cara shares her relationship with Spencer with Elizabeth, while continuing to write him a letter to organize her ideas and convey her feelings. Cara instructs Elizabeth in cake baking while Jacob and Jack head back to their house. The Dutton family enjoys a great meal together later. However, Jack reads the newspaper at the dinner table, which causes him and Jacob to talk politics. Cara and Elizabeth become furious with the males as a result. In the meantime, Runs His Horse, the chief of the Native American tribe and the father of Tiana, meets Pete, Hank's kid. Asakshi's body is discovered by Runs His Horse inside her home. Runs His Horse believes that Asakshi was killed by government agents. Runs His Horse is informed by Pete that Tiana is in danger and hiding with his father. Pete is instructed by Runs His Horse to proceed as he buries Asakshi. Following the funeral ritual, Runs His Horse sets out on a trip to find his daughter and shield her from harm. The priests who have been sent to find Tiana run into Pete as he is camping at night. The priests want to know where Tiana is. Pete, though, is adamant about keeping his silence and appears to disagree with their religious convictions. The priests thrashed him as a result. While the other two look for Tiana, a priest returns Pete to the Catholic boarding school. Runs His Horse steps in and kills the priest when he tries to kill Pete. After dealing with the corpse, the group searches for Tiana by following the tracks. The priests catch up with Tiana in the meantime and immediately figure out that she is impersonating a boy. Hank fires his weapon at the men as they try to drag her back to school. Hank, though, is carrying Tiana since she is hurt. The last priest shoots Hank, killing him. Tiana murders the final priest while lamenting Hank's death. The last seconds of the episode provide viewers with a location update for Spencer and Alexandra. While traveling through the seas on their route to Montana, the couple encounters a number of difficulties. Yet the first part of their adventure appears to be over at the episode's conclusion. From the deck, Alexandra observes as the SS Lambridge approaches a nearby Italian port. Spencer converses with Captain Shipley in the meantime and expresses his gratitude for his kindness. Before they separate ways, Captain Shipley reminds Spencer of his valor, which make him a well-known hunter throughout Africa. Spencer and Alexandra disembark in a port close to Sicily, Italy, but they are cautioned about potential difficulties there. Spencer and Alexandra visit a cafe after making travel arrangements to the U.S., but things are cut short when Alexandra's ex-fiance shows there. How Spencer and Alexandra will handle the matter is left unanswered as the episode comes to a close. Alexandra has not spoken to her family since she and Spencer eloped. Also, Spencer and Alexandra were married while they were on the ship. Alexandra's parents might therefore find it challenging to comprehend her situation. Given that Alexandra comes from an aristocratic background, it's possible that her parents would object to her marriage with Spencer. As a result, Spencer and Alexandra might attempt to be separated by Alexandra's family and her ex-fiance. Plus, they might be late getting home due to Alexandra's family problems. The couple could have to split up or miss their transportation to their next location. the voyage of Spencer and Alexandra will likely be affected by the events.